different platforms at the same time. Okay, so I honor you for watching. If you are on Facebook Live, YouTube Live at Blooming Light and Blooming's Tribe, I decided to just go ahead and do a sample of what today's special is. Okay, today's special, and today being, whenever you actually end up maybe clicking onto this, but the original special run date is Thursday, November the 13th, 2025. So the topic special of today is going to be a pre-recorded collective reading. A pre-recorded collective reading on answering some questions. Are they doing dark magic on you? And if the answer is yes, who, what, and why? And the outcome being, what could you do to empower yourself? Okay, what can you do given your current space, your current situation? What can you do to empower yourself from it? Okay, is it going to fix everything? No. Let's bear with me. Like I said, I'm on 2 different platforms here, running the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live. I'm trying to test some things out to see what we can do with that. Okay, if you're on Facebook, you already know. If you're interested in getting the pre-recorded reading, DM me for more information on the process. It's going to be until the end of the day. It says too low. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. So we're just gonna go ahead out of there. Anywho, if you're interested in that, okay, it will end 9 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. Okay, that would be that 9 p.m. is, well, should I say 8:59 p.m. is the last moment that you can request it. I can send it to you, and you can, send your donation of $15 to the Cash App, and I can, put your name on the list to have access to it. But that's the last moment that you can request it, that the special is running. Okay. But it may be longer than 15 minutes on this, but it's just going to give some examples of how that reading is going to flow. For 15 minutes, it's going to answer the questions I just said. Are they doing dark magic? Who is doing it? Why they're doing it? What are they doing? And how could you empower yourself? Okay. Viewer discretion is advised, for the purposes of social media, both Facebook and YouTube. Informational purposes, entertainment purposes only. I say it as a disclaimer via their requirement. Okay, I'm also going to say that this doesn't replace, and it certainly doesn't replace, any medical or professional treatment. If you're sick and you have access to medical treatment, then if you're feeling guided to get professional medical treatment, then you definitely should do that. Okay. Be responsible for yourself. All things with a grain of salt, all things with a level of caution and balance. If you're wondering how I approach life and things, I personally do it from a holistic stance. So I don't have any problem with traditional medicine. I believe there's a place for it. I just believe that you can't trust it altogether. But I believe that there's a place for all of that. So again, seek any professional guidances, assistance, if that's what you're guided to do and you have access to. But I also have a heart for, there is a lot of folks of us in this plane of existence that do not have those types of resources. And what are they to do? See, I talk like that because it's real easy for people to sit back and say, hey, all praise be to the medical, the advancements of medical technology and the medicines and all that stuff, and people should just go and get all these things. Well, not everybody has that set up. There are people who have been sabotaged to such a magnitude that they don't have that. So are they supposed to be a sitting duck? Are they supposed to just sit there and say, oh, well, since I don't have medical insurance, I guess I'll just sit here. I guess I'll just not attempt to help myself whatsoever, since I cannot go to a highfalutin doctor and pay thousands and millions of dollars on some shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Since I can't access, because I know that there's organizations and stuff that may very well do free shit, but more often than not, there's some type of a list you have to be on. Your case has to be reviewed. Meanwhile, you're sick and dying while they need to figure out the bureaucracy around it all. Okay. I said all that to say it's up to us to be mindful of our situation. But this is going to be really those that have been made privy to the fact that there's been heavy spell work and energy work done on their lives. And they're trying to unravel it all and seeing what they can do, like what was done to them, what they can do from where they're at. Maybe down the road, they could do some big pow, pang, boom shit. Maybe the reading is going to show what the collective can do with the moment. Okay, that's not going to require, oh my God, you're sitting there holding your head and you're wrecking your head because you don't have $100 to pay this so-called wonderful specialist to take it off of you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Where is your empowerment for when that's your situation? On top of when you're just uneasy about it, you don't know who to trust. Because you come to realize that there's a fake version of shit and there's a real version of shit. And sometimes the fake version of shit have people who, have questionable ethics and would be willing to do things that, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll start getting weird and get into your energy and get addicted to it and start, using their skill, okay, to do what's unethical. Okay, and ethics, I don't want to get into that. I love philosophy. I love the discussions about all of that because, the trolley example, I don't know if you all saw Good Place, but in the Good Place drama series, there's an example, they're dead. And in the past life that, they're trying to learn these lessons and so forth. And they're given an example of the trolley. And he was a professor of ethics and moral something other when he was living. And it was proving that by theory, it's easy to stand behind a podium and it's easy to talk about those things when you're doing it from an intellectual lecture standpoint. But when you have to live it out, whatever is in you is going to come out. And in some cases, somebody's still going to get hurt. But the real question is the drive of the being. What drives your decision in ethics? You know what I'm saying? That's another video. Because sometimes the ethics is, I want to be ethical as it pertains to those that I care for. So, which means my process of elimination would be, I don't care for this person. So I'm going to throw away ethics for this case. This is what I want to sacrifice. I don't like them. So my ethics as it pertains to this individual made my decision easier. And that's something humans have to deal with too. Because what will you do? He was in the trolley experience in real life example. And it was like, what are you going to do? If you go here, they're going to get hurt. If you go there, they're going to get hurt. If you do this, they're going to get hurt. This is your friend from blah, blah, blah. This is a little girl and they daddy. Like all these examples, it's like somebody's going to get hurt. In some cases, the somebody that may need to suffer some discomfort is us, which means that we will step up and go, okay. Because either way, this is wrong. I'm the one that's behind this trolley. I'm the one that decided to do this. So I'm really at fault. None of these options are really the fault. If I go that way, they're bystanders. I'm the one who decided to get on the trolley and to drive the trolley in this direction. So I'm the sacrifice. Because why did I, now that's another topic in discussion as well. I'm not saying like hurt yourself. I'm saying like, maybe I stopped the trolley. Maybe I pull it. maybe I back up, which means I'm going to lose some money, which means that I'm not going to get to my destination that I'm set forth here. Maybe I stop it as the train, whatever the train drivers are called. Maybe I make the call because I'm the one who decided this. This bystander didn't, that bystander didn't, that bystander didn't. So maybe I take the loss. I don't get the money. Whatever's in that person, that's when it's going to come out, guaranteed. Whatever is most important to that person, that's what's going to come. That's going to come full throttle, baby. It's going to come forward. It's going to be unconscious. It is coming forward. So if that person has a heart, chances are that's when you're going to find out, because they're going to be like, no, I'll just take the loss. Okay, well, I don't get this $30,000. I'll have to reroute my train route. I'm going to have to pause this and back up, because if I proceed in this way, I'm going to hurt all of these innocent bystanders. And no matter which way I turn on this trajectory, somebody is going to get hurt. So if I care and I want to prevent that, then the only option is I do lose money, because I'm not going to be able to get to my destination that I agreed upon, because I'm going to have to pause the train. Which means there's going to be a lot of angry people because they're not going to get their delivery. I wasn't expecting to go there. So anywho, whatever platform you're on, if you're watching me through Facebook or YouTube, let's get into it. Let me move this out the way, because I do have both running. Because, there's some people who are more so on the Facebook, and then there's some people who are utilizing the YouTube. And, we're just going to see. Kaboom. Either way it goes in this sample reading, I declare, on behalf of any and all benevolent beings that are aligning with their truth and sovereignty and becoming best versions of themselves and trying to create alchemy, on behalf of such beings, I declare and decree, one way or the other, justice is served. Rock. Okay? One way or the other. So now, here we go. So let's give a sample. So we said, are they doing dark magic on you? Are they doing dark magic on you? So bear with me. I'm going to do something silently here. Okay. Because that's what we said. Are they doing dark magic? Who's doing it? What are they doing it? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? And what are your options of empowerment? What are your options of empowerment? And I'm going to go silent here, okay? This is an example of the collective pre-recorded reading, okay? So I'll be silent a lot. Okay. Okay. Yep. Wow. Okay, so here's the answer to the question in this example. The answer is yes. The reasons are varied. For some of you, they don't think they're doing dark magic on you. For some of you, they're doing prayers or dark magic on you because they think you're some kind of an atheist. Okay, even though that doesn't suffice as a relevant or sufficient reason, but it explains it with the bookend of the card. We have atheism here, we have fanatical beliefs, and hypocrisy on the other end. So the bookend is they're fanatical, but they're hypocrites. So these are people who they don't see their own behavior. They don't know how to look at their own lives. They're not paying attention to any of that. Okay. Jealousy is in the middle of the question, the answer. So jealousy is a major heavy factor because it's the middle of 5 cards. Okay. We have a 17 energy, which is healing and the star. We have a 16 energy, which is the tower. We have an 11 energy, which is the justice. We have a 2 energy, which is the high priestess. And then we have a 29, which is an 11 energy, which is a 2, which is the high priestess. But high priestess is also justice in 11. Okay, if you want to go 1, 2 like that, 2. So it's also justice. 2. Okay. So many of you are high priestess, okay, or you have some kind of a revelation of something here. Um, you could be on some kind of an ascension path. There was definitely treason here, jealousy, immorality, because of the revelation that you have. So these energies may not have the revelation that you have about source, about light, about God, or all those things that we all come pre-programmed with. Okay. Now, for others of you, this is a situation where these people don't believe that there is some kind of an otherworldly energy. Okay, so we have the fanaticals that may have a problem with you, but then you also have people who really don't care. They're into the darkness. They don't believe there's any consequence to anything at all. They just believe that, whatever. We're just whatever. I could do what I want to do, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody seen or unseen, embodied or disembodied, gonna do anything wrong. But that, but this is what they believe. These are people who could be attention whores. They could be upset that you're the star, and they could have been shocked at your rise or something like that with this 17 energy. So out of jealousy, in the middle, they start secretly doing shit with justice system, and with an 11, which could be a 1-1, which could be a Roman numeral 2, which could be the high priestess. So that's answering your question. Yes, they are. Out of jealousy. They are doing practices or hiring people to do practices. Some of them, they lack wisdom. I have love and wisdom in the reverse. This could also be past lovers who lacked it. They did something immoral. And this is not meant to be, when I say they did something immoral, this is not meant to be judgy judgersons, you guys. That's more of the karmic vibe. Okay. It's just that they did this in secret. They did something immorality. They did something that's vile. Okay. This could have been sleeping with friends, relatives. This could have been plotting, using love just to get to you. This, you know what I'm saying? All of that. They could have did something to your children. This could be the entity in which they conjure, okay, out of this jealousy. They could have, Gushan is an energy that's driving them bonkers to their behavior. They may not know that this entity or parasite, whatever you want to call it, being, deity, is driving them to bonkers here. Agars could be the entity, the foul entity, yeah, that they sent to you, but that's really riding them, okay? This jealousy here, they needed you to lose out of jealousy. Mm-hmm. And it could be because you got free. These people aren't free. They think they're free. They don't want you liberated and free from their controls. They don't want you liberated and free. And if you've gotten free already, then this is the reason why they did it. If you are not free yet, this is what's going on. They're jealous. It's at the heart. These could be people who also lost. Okay, they could be jealous of you, why they're trying to cause losses. But these are people who could have went through losses due to their life. They have nefarious dealings. They go around stealing from people. They go around plotting on people. They, are making all sorts of decisions and choices on a regular and routine basis to take advantage of people and to hurt people. Okay, willfully and intentionally. Okay, this is not a situation where this is about the pursuit of happiness. Will Smith and his son closed up in the bathroom and he crying and he got his foot on the door. Somebody trying to get in the stall because they don't got nowhere to go and nowhere to live. And he trying to survive so that he can get a job so that he can make better for himself. This ain't what these people are. These people have multiple homes in some cases. They have multiple homes. They have multiple vehicles. They have money in bank accounts. So this ain't got shit to do with none of that kind of vibe. So the answer is yes, they are. So now let's go into, so who are they doing baneful dark magic? Yes. So let's see who is. Who? Collective. So we answered, that was yes. Who's doing the baneful work? And so now, since we want to tap into who's doing the dark magic, we're going to use the 11 card, which could be the Justice, a Libra, a High Priestess, somebody in secret, but jealousy. So let's clarify, because that's where you want to go. I promise you, that's where you want to go. It's at the heart of the reading. Jealousy was hidden by the High Priestess, which it was secret. They hid it. Who's doing the dark magic? Okay, who's doing it? Now we're going to the second question. Who's doing the dark magic? This is a sample read on a collective scale, special for today. Who's doing it? Clarify. Jealousy. Who's doing it? I know for some of you that answer is convoluted because for some of you it's multiples of people everywhere. Okay, so let me narrow it. As this pertains to what's closest to whoever the collective is, then. Because some of you got famous people at large all over this world doing shit. Okay, that you don't even know. You don't even know the motherfucker. Okay, anyway, back. So for the purposes of this, let's narrow it down to the closest thing to meaning, whether it's a friend, a family member, a strange friend, a strange family member, a strange lover, or someone that's in physical proximity. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing that, when you're talking energy and picking up on energy, then this is narrowing down the bunch, isn't it? It's narrowing down what the energy is going to pick up on, because I'm going into specification, so it's not like, yeah. Okay, like everywhere, because some of us do got multiple people doing shit, like tons. Okay, so clarifying jealousy on the parameters in which I just stated, like an Aquarius or some chick that's mad, possible. When you're talking from this perspective, this is an attention whore. We have 17 here and 17 here, an attention whore. So this is somebody who can't handle the spotlight being on somebody other than themselves. They feel, threatened by somebody else getting their kudos or getting, what I'm saying? Any kind of recognition, attention, or success. Have another. This could be a Queen of Cups. For some of you, it could be your mother. It could be your baby mama or somebody's baby mother or sibling. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It could be a Virgo. This is a male. It could. It can. The woman can be the relative of the man, or the lover of the man we just saw. That's doing spell work, dark magic, jealousy. Clarify jealousy. Again, look at okay. 3 of Cups. Virgo. Oh shit. Third party. This could be a third party situation. This is somebody that somebody dated or somebody that ghosted somebody. You ghosted you. Hold on one second. Hid from you. That wanted you in isolation. Yeah, look at the plastics, 10 of Pentacles for money, the moon. Did I say that hid? A Pisces. Virgo, Taurus, Cap. Look at this is the 10 of Pentacles that they were making. Yeah, this is somebody that was offered to make you sad or make you cry for money to break your crown. You see how the motherfucker's standing up there? Could be a woman, since this is a lady. These are 2 ladies. These could be 2 women. And this could be the crowd of the mid. This could be, you know what I'm saying? You see how they got on their crowds and yeah. They're like, the first one, they bring you, yeah, woo. We gonna get this money. Look at that. They got also here 3 of Cups celebrating. And look, it's the same person with the same jacket on. Yeah, look it. It's definitely could be because she got on the same outfit. And so since it's here 2 times, this definitely could be this hoe. This definitely can be a feminine energy. They don't have to have red hair. Red hair could also just be a representative that they got anger issues or they're a fire sign. That it can also represent that they're African American. And a brunette here. So it could be 2. It could be a brunette chick, lighter complected, or, could be somebody who's got dogs, 2 puppies, or puppies, because you see 2 puppies right there. This could be the 2 men that was loyal to her. One lighter complected, one darker complected. Could be these 2 men and a chick. So they hid this jealousy. And that's why they did this shit in secret, okay? This is somebody who is full of fear, okay? Because we're asking, with this question, we're asking who? Who? So it's somebody who is full of fear, somebody who has a lot of secrets, somebody who possibly has a career of doing this stuff in secret to get money, insurance policies, gifts, stipends, spiffs from deep state, black ops, corrupt enterprises, corrupt anybody, individuals for that matter, anybody who'd be willing, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, yeah. Let's get a little bit more, see if I actually get a court card, because we got a major, but let's see if we get a court to actually, if a court card actually do come out. Who's doing the bank work? So we got two women showing up, but this could be men that's operating in toxic femininity. Just like women can operate in toxic masculinity, we all have both. So it doesn't necessarily have to. This could be a brunette dude and that's all I'm gonna say. They operate in toxic feminine energy, which means what? Now we get the Queen of Cups. Okay. For some of you, it could very well be a water sign. Don't have to be, but this could also just be somebody who is emotionally immature and manipulative. This could represent your mother or your sibling or, somebody that you were with or someone was with. This could be definitely a lighter complexion person. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they don't have to be. But like I said, we're asking who. Now we got an actual court card that came out, a Queen of Cups. They have a lot of secrets. Okay? A lot of illusion. They can be intuitive, but they use it for this reason, to do nasty shit. Okay. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this could be somebody that, yep, there it is. Look at that. This could be somebody, they could be working with somebody that looked like that. We definitely got two women that's sitting on there with a knife and some matches, bitch. In the cup, they could have put some shit in the cup. Yeah. This could be somebody upset that you're not in your head about something, or didn't want you to come out of your head with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, didn't want you to come out of your head on something, was trying to, somebody who does this shit this is how they remedy their life's problems. Okay, who this is, this Queen of Cups, this is how they remedy their life. They remedy their life by fucking with everybody else's. So when they feel like they're stuck in something, they just go start doing some spell work on other people's shit. Ain't nothing wrong with doing healthy shit. What they do though is because they're lazy or they don't want to do the real alchemy. Okay, no, I'm just gonna fuck his shit up so I can get his shit. Nigga, what? I'm just gonna interfere with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I can have that. I'm stuck in a situation, need my car no pay. I need a new car. I need my rent paid. Pookie needs some cleats. I just want to go shopping. Fuck it. I don't even have no need. I'm just a greedy, gluttonous motherfucker. You know, I just want what I want and I'm not getting it. And so what I can do is secretly create some shit here. Okay. So that's who. Now, and possibly why. So yes, they are, who they are, what they're doing. Let's get that. What are they doing? Doing. What kind of baneful rituals are they doing under the moon? What kind of baneful rituals are they doing under the moon? Oof, confusion. Did y'all see that? They're doing not facing the truth, irrational reasoning, so domination. They're trying to hide the truth. So this is illusions. They're trying to hide somebody's sight with these shades here from being able to see something clearly. So they're doing baneful work on somebody's intuition, baneful work on their visual perception for being able to perceive something properly and correctly about them and about a situation. Okay? What else are they doing with this denial, which is possibly domination, compelling spells? It's also illusion, so that somebody can't perceive something properly. Yeah, telepathic dreams. So they are doing some type of a dream infiltration, sending false signs and wonders. They're trying to block somebody from being able to possibly see clearly telepathic dreams and songs or discern. Okay. They're trying to block somebody from being able to receive proper communication. So again, once again, that's intuition, or somebody's lying to their ancestry source. They're trying to block that, and they could be trying to falsely implant some shit so somebody can't see the truth. Yep. Bargaining and begging, divine masculine. Uh-oh. They're doing something so a masculine wouldn't want something, or so that they don't have to beg for something, to make a masculine do. Like I said, this could be domination, to make a masculine give them what they want so that they don't have to beg for it. So masculine, if this is you, then this is what they're doing to you. Feminine, if this is regarding you, then they're doing something to hide all of this stuff. A masculine hid this, or this woman, it wants to hide what they did pertaining to you, so that he won't want you, and that you won't want him, hiding something here. That's the kind of magic that they're doing. Yep. So physical location. Yeah. What they're doing is they're trying to make something to where y'all can't move, or you don't want to move, or make a masculine want to stay with them, or make a masculine stay in a situation, make you stay in a situation, or they're trying to something to do with homes. They're maybe trying to get somebody to move or lock down and trap. So, okay, they could be trying to get somebody trapped in a mental prison. Yeah, this is crown work. They're definitely doing crown chakra magic here. They're definitely doing magic on a judicial system, trying to hide what was done, some kind of illusion around that. Maybe they don't want a masculine to find out the truth about why he is in jail. Okay, about them being involved with a setup for money here, because with the moon and the 10 of Pentacles here and the Queen of Cups, basically what they did to get some kind of money, that the offer was on the table, that there was an offer made. Yep. Or retaliation, that somebody took an offer to retaliate, was in communication with a family member. Yep, that this is retaliation of a family member here. So they're trying to hide They're trying to do magic to retaliate. So they're doing attacks on your finances. Okay. They're trying to entrap some of you, also get you caught up in the judicial system or legal issues, or to have you stuck in your head about why something is happening. They're trying to hide that they offered somebody to do this to your money, that they've been popping up places, stealing money out of retaliation and offering people money to do stuff out of retaliation. That's what they're doing, attacking your money, attacking your offers, attacking your family. And you see retaliation here. Because these people could be suffering from something themselves because of, like I said, their actions. Lockdown, mental prison, confined. Wow. So definitely mind shit, dream infiltration, hypnosis, mind control, mental magic is big of what they're doing here to block somebody's discernment and third eye around the situation. Okay. So we got, yes, they're doing the baneful work. We got who's possibly doing the baneful work. We've got what they're possibly doing. Okay. And let's get a why. Pampering. Because they just want to pamper themselves. Then I say that in some cases, people just lazy fucks. They just want to be able to sit on their duff and pamper themselves. It says self-love, treat yourself, take yourself out on a date. Others of you, this is because you were pampering yourself and people didn't like that you were in some kind of self-love. They didn't like seeing that you were pampering and taking care of yourself. Okay. Yeah, they wanted you to feel powerless because they felt powerless. These are people that need you in this energy of feeling stuck in your head, don't know what to do, anxiety. Okay, these people wanted you to stay stuck and blinded to love, and you started pampering yourself, whether you're a man or a woman. And so the reason why they did it is they wanted you to feel powerless because they do. Because you were able to relocate yourself, and this pissed them off. You know, you were empowering yourself. Also, this is a situation somebody got into something too quickly, and they end up getting disempowered in a situation. And so something could have happened in the situation, and now they want to be able to pamper themselves off of you. Yeah, they're doing it because what did I do wrong? I don't know what I did or how to fix it. Somebody that lost someone feel like they don't know why, but instead of properly dealing with it, they opt to doing this kind of shit. Why? I just saw baby mama. Oh, I saw baby mama. Countless suitors, social media. This is some kind of insta chick or insta dude. It says trying to make you jealous, something you didn't notice. Read the comments. Okay, countless suitors. Maybe they feel like you're trying to make them jealous, or because you're a social media content creator, whatever. But we're asking why. So it could be something to do with social media. And jealousy is here twice now. Okay. So we got social media as the why leading. And then secrets, what? Nigga, I can't make it up. Secrets came out, and I said it earlier. They're upset because you all exposed the secrets on social media, nigga. Simple as that. This is why they're doing it. because these people were lying to you. It says secrets, deceitful, misleading, don't want you to know, scared for you to find out. So it came in reverse. So they're doing it because you all either you know the secrets or they got exposed on social media. And then businessman is going into the reverse. This could be a corrupt businessman. It says slow to commit. A boss will take care of you, only want one woman attracted to you. Okay, this is coming in the reverse. So this is something to do with somebody who's got into the wrong commitment too soon. Somebody could have possibly lost money. Somebody who could have acted like a businessman. Marriage material in the reverse. I hate nothing about you is in the reverse. This is somebody who hates everything about you. They could have pretended like they loved everything about you. Or they could have ended up in a situation, the person that's doing the spell work with this Queen of Cups could have caused somebody to get stuck with them that they hate. Ooh, child. Winter season. I'm tired of being alone. I want someone who knows my word. Starting over. Yeah, this is somebody who is upset that somebody is starting over. This Queen of Cups, since that's the who, could be upset that a man, a brother, a lover is starting over, could be upset at them and at whoever, because it says moving out or moving on. I'm tired of this. You won't compromise. Okay, this is somebody who's upset that somebody won't compromise with them. Somebody who's stalking somebody's social media or someone's social media. Somebody who's jealous or may feel like somebody, oh my God. This is why, feminine, if this is you in this card, people, be upset that you know how to just move on. But, this Queen of Cups, your mother, your sister, whomever. Okay? And how maybe, they keep using these men, the secrets come out about what they've been doing with your love life and all of this other shit. Okay. That's why you're starting over. You're moving on. You guys, man or woman, masculine and feminine in this exampleship, you just don't want no more bullshit. You don't want to deal with toxic family no more. You don't want to deal with toxic baby mamas, baby daddies no more. You just, so these people know that. That's why they're doing this heavy air magic. This is why they're doing this hefty moon shit, this hefty attack on the perception, on the intuition, on doing shit while you're sleeping in your dream space to lead you in the wrong direction with telepathic dreams and songs, to have you confused. An ex-lover, didn't I say it? They're doing this. They are doing it, who's doing it, what they're doing, and why they're doing it. And so for some of y'all, they're doing this because it's about an ex-lover. Your ex-lover, their ex-lover, but we have ex-lover here. Okay, it says, ex-lover, I want you back. I realize you're the only one for me. I don't want anyone else. And they know it. And what their ex won't give them any more chances. Their ex won't chase them anymore. Okay. And if this is you, feminine, you're not chasing anybody. If it's a masculine, this is your ex or your relative or whoever this Queen of Cups, because it's a Queen of Cups that's doing the energy work or paying for it. They don't want you to give somebody another chance too. For some of you, they don't want y'all to give someone else that you have in mind, feminine or masculine. They don't want you all to connect. Why they're afraid of you all connecting, who knows? Maybe they feel like they're disempowered if you do. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just be on that shit. They don't care if you have countless suitors. They just don't be wanting you with certain ones. Like, they don't care if you date everybody on the globe. It'd be certain ones that they just really are not wanting you to be with here. Okay, so we have yes, they're doing baneful work. We have who doing the dark magic. We have what kind of dark magic they're doing. We have why they're doing the dark magic. And so now let's get how you can possibly empower yourself in this situation. Because remember, you can't fix everything. We're not applying that. But with the knowledge that you have in the now moment, with what you have at your disposal, how can you empower yourself to break free of this, to move on from it, to start making steps towards your liberation, to start changing the trajectory of the bullshit here? Okay, so let's get it. Okay. Let's also be a masculine who this mother figure is upset because they ended up exposing something on social media as well about maybe what they did and how that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, angel of strength. Okay, you got to be strong and courageous. Okay, or set intention to tap in, uh, to build your courage. Okay, the strength is coming out. Yeah, rest and rejuvenation is in reverse. So for some of you, build your courage. You might need to come out of rest in order to face the deceit and the broken heart. Or maybe you're coming out of a state of healing. And it says door to spirit. Okay. So going to your oversoul source and, whatever you can do here to put something to an end to this brokenhearted, deceitful energy here. Some of you, it's coming out about it. Just coming out about it is maybe a first step for somebody. Because I've got rest in the reverse. Then I have, look at, there it is. There's that crown magic. They did a doozy. They did a doozy. I have crown chakra reverse. This crazy lady. Tell the truth about the crazy lady. These crazy ladies. Okay. That may gain your strength. Some of you may need to rest a little bit. Go to source. Intend to go to source with door to spirit. And then to get your thoughts and mind right here from this crazy lady. Also tell the truth about somebody that is not crazy, that they're trying to drive crazy and trying to make look crazy. Ooh. Somebody's pain may stop or start to dissipate when they come out of hiding and tell the truth. Yeah, door to value. Angel of balance in reverse. Look at these. Yeah, and then door to spirit. Some people may be guided to invest in something with the door to value. Invest in what's going to clear. So invest in something to clear. It could be invest in. I'm gonna get out of there. I ain't gonna do that because. Because sometimes it just depends on the whole situation. If you're on the lighter vibrational side, okay, then you're gaining your strength to, go into source about what people are trying to do to disrupt your head, to disrupt your ability to rest and heal and recoup that's trying to create. Just having courage to continue. Others of you, if you play some kind of role at some point, then you could be being guided to come out about it and possibly invest in the person. Go to the person, because that's what's, that's what's gonna stop the shenanigans for some of these people. They don't even know it. Ain't that some shit? There's some people that's gonna realize that they went through all the suffrage out of their pride and ego or their fear, when if they would have just stepped forward, that could have ended some of this. Start breaking off this moon shit, these dominations, this illusionary shit, because you're breaking the silence, you're breaking the secrecy. One of the first powers, I talked about that on another video, to dissipating some of the magic is exposing it. Because it's like anything else in life. When you can see a problem, you have more probability of being able to navigate through possible, probable, solutions to something that is in the light. When it's in the dark, you may eventually, maybe, if you survive, as you stumble through swatting at a bunch of pawns, that's not the real issue. So for some, it's a matter of, like I said, if you played a role, it's a matter of stepping up and investing. Say, I'm going to invest in the angel of strength, which could be the honorable feminine. For what's been caused here, I know this sounds like, okay, that's kind of biased. It is. But take that how you're guided, because if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But that is for somebody. It is. Especially if that person was wronged. If it was them and their children who suffered some bullshit, simple as that, and they know it, they were stolen from, invest. It could even be, listen, I said this earlier, it could even be incognito. Investing, say, okay, I'm not ready yet. I got to do something here. Okay, I need some help. You got to follow whatever your guidance is, because the justice to this person, especially up here, the justice to these people is is pivotal to a lot of people's liberation, and they don't know that. And that justice involves bringing things to the light, because the whole thing of making this person go crazy or look crazy is a part of why a lot of things is happening to a lot of people. And trying to go around painting the picture like they're just nutso and, really leaning into that narrative is why there are people under some stuff here. Because they know that collective ain't crazy now a little bit, is fully sound and accurate. Going around playing confused when they know what actually happened. So the guidance is to gain strength and to go to source for some healing here, for deceiving a situation. Look, deceit, sacral chakra reverse. This is sex magic. This is theft of creative ideas. They stole your shit. For some of you collective, if you're the honorable feminine, you lied. You lied about your creativity, and you lied about stealing, nigga. You lost this spell to be done with. The spell that your siblings got on you, your baby mamas got on you, your exes got on you, everyone in Texas got on you. Everyone in Louisiana. Everyone in Florida. Everyone in the Bahamas. Everyone in the Caribbean. Everyone in Nigeria. Everybody. Because see, for some of y'all, people went this far. This, like I said, it started with them, and then they decided to start branching out, find motherfuckers and shit to do shitty shit. Okay, so some of the first steps is strength. Strength could be represented by courage and taking leadership. You know, you can interpret that as, okay, this is a lot. Gain your strength, build your strength, okay? But get the strength to come out of healing, to come out of your head and thinking and facing fears and taking the steps. One of the first steps is exposure of the dark magic. Worried about people saying we're crazy, we have to overcome that. This is what it's a part of their meat and potatoes. Because they know that if nothing else, some people just ain't gonna say nothing because they know that nobody gonna believe them. They know that, well, so what you gonna do, call the cops and say this bitch is killing chickens? You know what I'm saying? They know that a lot of folks are afraid of looking crazy. So a part of it is finding the strength to overcome that. And you can phrase things in a unique way. I do. I always do. I go, look, you all may not believe this, but it's a thing. You know, you can call it what you will. You can call it a gang. You can call it a clique. And they do a whole lot of things, including weird ceremonial rituals. And then they also physically do things. Okay. That's how I do it when I'm talking to the judicial system, the legal system, and people that pretend to not know about all this shit, but they know probably better than I do. Okay. So this is about See, and look at anyone to come out. Ooh, judges. It's like put the gavel down. It fell on my gavel. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. So once again, so this is about somebody's mother, or somebody's ex-wife, or a materialistic feminine energy. This could be the same person as the Queen of Cups, but this is also tell the truth about this crazy person. You want some of this to break off of you. You can't keep their life for them. You're ashamed or scared, of people. You got to overcome your fear of people saying you crazy. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm going to keep doing it as I'm guided. I'm like, she crazy. She doing rituals, bitch. I'm going to call all my people and be like, they doing spells, bitch. But listen, you could also include something like, if you don't want to lean into just that, you can always say, hey, they're paying people to do things to me. And they are. That's a true statement. They're paying people. They're using their resources. They're paying people to make things difficult for me. They're paying people to make noise and disrupt my peace. They're paying people to fall in. All those things are true. They're paying people to deny my applications. They know somebody over here and over there. They're paying people because they have these connections with folks. They pay people, crackheads, meth heads, to come and vandalize where I lay my head so that their hands look clean. If it come out in the wash, it's going to look like some stray meth head roaming the street, just doing some rando shit. And it wasn't rando. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you all examples of what some of the things you can say as you're trying to bring things out to light. Okay, because I understand that this realm is not going to just, even though the powers that be know it's truth, they know better than we do. Okay, but to appease their bullshit and the ridiculousness of the judicial system, and you know what I'm saying, the way things go, we can include all of the other things in which they do. And they are. They're gossiping, they're stalking. Some of them are illegally entering you all. There's many physical things that you can pull on and highlight that. And still tell them, yes, they are a part of a cult. You don't have to believe it, but they are. There is a thing. People have these corrupt allegiances, alliances, gang, group, whatever suits your fancy, clique, supremacist group, whatever. The definition of a cult is people who come together for a unified goal, and it is based on fear, power, and control. So whatever you want to call it, a family, a community that has decided that they want to make something difficult for somebody because they don't like that person based on whatever reasons why they don't. Somebody's been guided to bring down the gavel. To make the judgment call to bring down the gavel on this person that could have been 50 years old when they started doing some shit. This could be somebody that is 50. This could be the angel of strength that's feminine that's going to be 50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to get rid of some of this anxiety. I told you that's going to help dissipate the anxiety. Others of you, it's investing in a session. Maybe the collective do things about baneful magic. Maybe you're being guided to come out, admit some truths, and invest in, I would like to get the session. I would like to try this for myself. This is my involvement. This is what I know about it. Like, this takes a lot of courage, but this may very well be what starts to break some of the grip that somebody may feel. Feminine, you continue to go on your journey. You just continue to move on, facing this, empowering yourself. Look at that. Taking back your power. Here, continue to speak truth about what your mother did, or these people's mothers and siblings and these toxic ladies, their strategy. Continue to speak about their strategy, and you're going to put this shit to an end. 21, baby. Continue to speak about how they keep strategizing on ending you, trying to end your intuition, your third eye, your perception. Yeah, or blocking this man is, for money. But from this motherfucker. Yeah, this couple, King and Queen of Pentacles reversed. These money hungry people keep trying to stop your happiness. You as the angel of love. Okay, this community is trashy motherfuckers here that don't want to let her go. But you're free from this community. It's coming in reverse. Attachment. You're free. Okay. What they've been doing in secret, they don't want you free. This would be unhappiness to them. What they're hiding that they're getting money to do shit to you. This whole fucking community. So keep talking about it. Because they lying. Every last one of they stinky asses. They're trying to scapegoat you. Look at magician. Yeah. Keep holding that up. Keep at it. That they're using the judicial system. It connected with romance and shit, lovers and shit. Keep telling, because that's what the fuck they doing. They're using their husbands and wives and their connections to the judicial systems, whether that is lawyers, judges, police officers. That they don't want to let you have any rest, that they're attacking you, psychically attacking you. That they're trying to drive you crazy in secret so that you can look crazy in public. Okay. That's how you're going to empower yourself here. You know, telling the truth about all of this, gaining your strength, taking your power back. Okay. So as the collective take their steps, whether this is the masculine and feminine and or both pertaining to what came out in this example, okay, what's going to be their outcome based on them from where they're at? Because again, one moment and breath at a time. It's the first step is the biggest one. It's the foundation, much like a reading. The first card out is the foundation. Okay. So boom. What's going to be the outcome here? Potential. Because energy is always shifting, changing, and moving based on a lot of things. Okay. So what's the potential? Potential outcome for the collective. Again, I honor y'all. I saw optimism. You're going to be happy. Have an optimistic view on life in the future. I saw it. Okay, it's going to lighten your mood. You're going to feel hopeful. No, I don't want to use hopeful anymore again. You're going to feel like it's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. Like you see it, coming through the forest, the sleeves. I can see clearly now. Okay, boom. What is the possible outcome? Probable possible outcomes should the collective implement whatever initial things they need to do to empower themselves. You're going to get assistance, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Well, it says there's your assistance. You wanted assistance. Now here it is. You're going to get some angelic assistance, support, guidance. Duality, an open connection. Somebody's going to open their heart as this misunderstandings or whatever this is, facing the fears. Because some people didn't know how cruel the misunderstandings people cause some of you about all this shit you've been going through here with this 18 energy, these secrets, these illusions, these that they have had around you. People are going to open their heart. Okay. And you're going to be able to plant something new. Okay. It says touching earth, a 12. Nigga, base 12, activate. Base 12, activate possibly by December. You're going to be able to plant something new, maybe within the month of December. Maybe it's 12 days from now. Maybe it's 3 months from now. Maybe it's on the 12th of a month. Maybe whatever. Okay. 12 may be significant. Oh, mirrored soul. Alchemy. Don't attach to the label. As I'm really doing. There's a tower. This is going to be a shocking event. 16 energy. Oh, this is going to be a shocking event, nigga. This is going to be a shocking event, bitch. Okay. So look. So y'all fans gonna manifest. This is going to balance something out. Eternal connections. Mirrored energy in a healthy sense. Look at that. This don't have to be romance. See, what we have to look, it's going to be a tower. This could be pertaining to anybody. As you can see, it's the same gender here. So this is not always, okay, man, woman, romance. It may be for some of us, because in the reading, it had a theme of somebody not wanting somebody to choose somebody, or it had that in there. But this is restoration. If whoever the collective is, you're going to align. This could also be alchemy, you with you. Good gravy. Masculine and feminine within yourself. Balancing out the stuff within your own self. Okay, get yourself a new beginning. Let's get you some new shit. Get the fuck up out of this here Pleasantville and shit. Okay. I don't know why they call it Pleasantville. They should have called it Unpleasantville in the movie. Because, they were black and white and they didn't want anybody that had vibrant color. If you all saw the movie Reese Witherspoon's. But it's like they had to have their routine and they did not go off the script. I invite y'all to watch that. I know people be watching Truman Show, but I invite you to watch Pleasantville. Okay? Reese Witherspoon's. And it was like Stepford's Wives. It's all they knew how to do was the routine, bitch. And if you come up with some variances, you must have been a monster, an alien, or you're something, because that don't fit into our script. The routine is you come and you do 1, 2, 3. You gotta watch it. So courage. I told y'all you're gonna build up your courage. The outcome is you're gonna be courageous because you're gonna open up your heart, or somebody's gonna open up their heart to you. There's gonna be, because they're gonna see what created all of this, clearing something up here, planning something new, and it's fierce. This could be a family member even that decides to, have the courage, like, oh my God, my heart is touched, my heart is open. I didn't know. I didn't know. The person could have been 36 years old when something started happening. And maybe they're going to be like, I didn't know. I really didn't know all this was happening to you, or that they did all of, feminine, good gravy, God. There you go, feminine. There you go. I didn't know. Magnetic, receptive power. And maybe somebody's gonna, give to you, feminine, especially if you've been stealing from you and your kids, and, trying to make you stuck in poverty. And, maybe there's gonna be some people who come and go. I didn't know. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know they were doing all this. Yeah, communication. I didn't know. I couldn't see it. I can see it now. Clarity. I can see it now. And here's some dollar bills, bitch, so that you and your kid can get the hell away from the children of the car. From the crazy toxic, from the toxic, crazy serial killer that we didn't want to believe was real outside of the movies. Okay. Wings of light. Look at becoming something new. Something new. Okay. Ciao. So if you take a look at, if you go ahead, shit, nigga. I told you, and grateful optimism. You have a future. Yes. Optimism. Joyous view of the future. 51. Shit. Should hopefully be 451, because I'm just supposed to be 50. I'm gonna need this to be when I'm 50, bitch. I'm gonna need this to be shit, nigga. 50. We ain't doing that. We finna to fix this info. This may not be my reading. See, that's why I should just hush up. It might not be my portion. Sacred breath, something with communication. This is going to become clear, some loving communication. Ancestral legacy. Look at her light. Look at the light. Maybe she's going to give somebody some light, bitch, and we're going to put an end to these hostilities, bitch. We're going to stop it. It'll be wisdom for them to stop fucking. Like, anyway, nigga. I'm gonna need you to, because we got some energies, bitch. That's right here. But look, It'll put an end to these hostilities. Ain't that what we're saying? Okay. Whoever this is exampleship of. Okay. Woo. Child. Okay. So what energy then? This is what's, you take these steps. This is going to be what the outcome of some of these steps are for you. Opening up connections, making something new. Okay. What is something that you carry now? Okay. That you're carrying as a result of this lesson, as a result of taking these steps, and what all of this represents on a collective scale. I refuse to quit, nigga. That's why they hate ya. That's why they spend $2 million a year on spell work. On spell work, poison, botanists that specialize in poison and anyway. It says, I refuse to quit. Good gravy. I refuse. I'm going to even change refuse because we're not fusing nothing. Quit is not in my vocabulary. Quit exists not. I'm trying to be creative here. Refuse. I defuse quitting. Because I've come too far. To go back to the way shit was. I defuse, not refuse, because is implying that we're going to do something again. We're not refusing. We defuse quitting. We defuse quitting. We fuse. We disfuse. Not disfuse, that sounds like disfuse. We unfuse. Anyway, because we've come too far. Okay, y'all play with it now. Language. It says I can be the bigger person, but where's the fun? Okay, look, I think this is going to be a cool little side message. Some of you were always the bigger person, and people expected that of you. They expected you to be chasing them around the universe, begging for closure. They expected you to be the one to take the higher ground when they're being a grown-ass petty motherfucker. Okay? And it's like, no, we're adults. And when I'm wronged, I'm certainly not going to do that. We're not going to talk about everything that was ever done, okay? Because this will be a lifetime of shit that we go through. But that's not what this is about. This is about some specific things, and we're going to keep it on that. Okay. For some of you, you may have to, if you're not used to being the bigger person, then you see how this flip-flops? If you're somebody who always expecting people to come to you, then you might be the person that is being guided to initiate that. Because if you're, oh, and I just saw a butterfly. I just saw a big, beautiful butterfly, a big orange one. Oh, butterfly, come back, butterfly. I find joy. Aww, this is what you're embodying. I find joy in the way music makes even the worst days feel cinematic. Yes, epic. Music. Yes. I am one step closer to my goals, mostly because turning back is too much of an effort. You take joy in feeling, in the music when you feel like you've had a setback. Okay, people trying to set you back, all this investment to set you back. Even though there's a setback, it's like I'm still moving forward and I'm gonna find joy. I'm still moving forward. I'm gonna find joy some kind of way. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna tap in some kind of creative way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It says, I am patient, but let's not test it. You're tempering yourself out. See, because they've been testing you, prompting and testing you because they want you, they're abusing you in secret so that you could look unstable in public. That's this whole little project. That's why they abuse you around the clock on the premises and where y'all frequent, where your kids are. That's why they're doing this shit around the clock. That is why they're utilizing all their connections in the town to basically follow you around, do spells on you if they can get close enough to you, and make shit difficult for you. That's why they drive up and down Northwest Parkway, Old Dollar Road, bitch. Wherever you live. Nigga. So that they can keep you in some kind of mode here. But so you're tempering yourself out. You're getting guidance and help with your energy so that they can't continue, even though they're trying to torture you, basically, you and your children behind the scene. And even though they're trying to make sure you all don't have any resources to take care of yourself or very minimum means so that you can't do those things, you all are being tempered. You're tempering yourself out so that you're not going to give them this damn loosh. You're going to make this shit hard for them. Because they're wanting to act like they need to be scared of you or wanting to convince people that that shit played out and they're going to be exposed for that too. I will complete my task after one more round of procrastination. So you're going to complete your task. Because you're embracing your flaws. Perfection is boring. You're not boring. Okay? You're not boring. Some of you wish you were boring because you want to starve these parasites. Some of you feel like if you were boring, maybe they wouldn't be interested. But then, that'll be robbery to you. Right? I'm capable of making the decisions. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's see if there's any codes that you may benefit from. And when I share stuff, I have something infused in it. People who are doing baneful shit to me and my son and or benefiting off of me and my son being targeted in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Those who try to be on the slide and try to start bandaging themselves up with this shit without making proper atonement with me and my son. This shit will escalate the shit that they're trying to dissipate. Okay? Because to me, it's like, how dare people try to come on and do benefit, and they're the reason why some people is happening to do this shit to begin with. How dare they? Walking up and down the street, driving up and down Northwest Parkway, making spells on their own self. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? That's what feminists are going to be saying possibly by December or January. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? that's what they're doing. Whether they know that or not, don't matter. Okay. So here's some codes that maybe will serve you through this process. Okay. You're trying to clear off the baneful magic. That's the read. Okay. Maybe get in the session that I'm talking about, or that I did the other day. Rather, I did a session, a pre-recorded healing session. Okay. Boom. So what are some codes that the collective could tangibly sense, feel, and perceive? They're looking for some relief, something, even if it's the shit. Even if the whole shit ain't fixed, bitch. It's like, see, these killers and these weird monster things, bitch, is all this. Okay, it's a lot of cards, so bear with me. I made these decks here. Higher self. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting this one to come out. So for somebody, this is a code to connect to your oversoul. It's gonna help you kind of dissipate some of it. 8531 901. You can write that if you're wondering how to use the code. Because there was somebody one day that was like, do I supposed to go to the phone? I'm still laughing because it was fun. I mean, it was a valid question. And I didn't think of it until they said it. Whoever that person was made it come to my mind. Because there was like, so what am I supposed to do with the numbers? Like somebody was giving healing codes. And it was like, so what am I supposed to do with the numbers? Am I supposed to go to my phone and be like, 8675819? That's a valid question. So the way you can use the code is you can write it on your body. You can infuse it into any kind of healing session. You can recite it, activate, command, it's your voice speaking it out. 8531 901 in a series of threes, but like I said, you can put it on your body. You can put it on a sticker in your hat. I'm creative with shit. People will have no idea what's going on. You can put it on a sticker, say it, write it, and put it under your hat, which is connected to what? Your crown. Which is connected to what? Your skull. See that? Okay. You can put it on your third eye, sticker and cover, if you wear hats and shit, you put that sticker on your third eye, but it's like, activate, tap, it. Okay. Look at them. They're it's almost like they're all robots. Oh, telekinesis? Now, why would this one come out? I don't know who's interested in telekinesis. But I have a telekinesis code and then a food and drink. Now, the food and drink may be because you all are being poisoned by people you live with. Okay, if there's people preparing your food, there's actual codes that you can infuse. Now, viewer discretion is advised. Please be mindful of food poisoning. Go get medical assistance and all those things. Okay. I also want to say, if you're able to invest in some edible grade of bentonite clay, edible grade of activated charcoal, if you can, and cream of tartar, which you can get at Walmart, the grocery store, the cream of tartar. If you can invest in those three things, if you suspect that people are altering your stuff, or you feel like you may have something, these are things that could help pull it out of the bloodline, of the bloodstream. Okay. And still, if you have access to poison control, please do. Okay. But I'm just saying it's nice to have it handy when you know that people are hell bent on trying to make you sick and you can't be on top of everything every freaking moment. You know, you don't know when something can slip in, especially if people are breaking in your spot. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know what they didn't put in shit. Okay. Telekinesis code. So for the food and drink, we got 2457892. These are 3 different codes you can use for your food and drink. 24. This is if there's toxins and poisons. I think that's the one for poison too. 2467987815296. And if somebody's interested in telekinesis, so I don't know, you want to move shit from other locations, is here. So 4554 2123 5678 14114 09234. You might have to work with this code a lot. I'm not really sure about, because I haven't mastered telekinesis. I know my oversoul, that's another thing. But in terms of my conscious awareness, no, I haven't mastered telekinesis yet. But the code is here. I can know. I've been practicing it. So it's like moving objects without touching it. Okay, to be in the now, to come out of the past, 458 874 6946 8528 to be in the now. Okay. So we have higher self, be in the now, something to do with food and drinks, and telekinesis. And freedom from dark forces, which is the code that was on the recording, one of the leading codes. So 4333551. Again, you can put it, you can align it on your chakra systems. You can put it on your feet as you walk about, like the bottom of your shoes, your socks. You know, you can get creative with this stuff, but I highly recommend reciting it. If you're able to, look at them. If you're able to record yourself, that's another powerful tool, because it's something about your voice. And then what if you're tired? What if you're sleepy? What if you're not feeling well? You got yourself on a recording going 43, 33, 551. You see what I'm saying? These are things, you know, you want to get this into the subconscious, the Akasha. So this is definitely something that you want to recite a lot. You want to listen to it. You want to write it on your body. You know, these are just little tips. Little tips. You want to put some codes in your water. We have chemtrail codes here. The one for toxins is 2457892. You want to increase in nutritional value. We have 884458. Because again, this is scarcity tactic to basically hope for us to die. Let's limit all their resources. They don't have shit. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing but eat junk. You see that? Sacral chakra. Yeah, you definitely, if you're coming out of a relationship newly, you definitely want to do some sacral chakra cleansing. Okay, you want to work with that. You want to clear your womb as a man or a woman. You want to definitely do some of that, because that's going to also help dissipate some of the grip that some of these incubuses and succubuses have on us. Okay. Because you're going to start to feel that disconnect. It's going to feel empty at first, but it's going to be followed by, okay, let's tap into my creativity. I'm getting rejuvenated, bitch. Huh? Okay. Anywho, that's it. Facebook, YouTube, and may this serve those that are truly in a benevolent energy. May this serve to liberate, empower, strengthen, provide forward movement, justice, and favor. May this serve to do that. And may this serve in the polar opposite for those who are hell bent on creating injustices and imbalances for the collective. Okay. And abracadabra, command, and Raku, so it is. Okay. Well, so it's not, because apparently I can't find the clicker bingy button. Okay, let's do this. I missed the epic moment. The epic, hold on, there it is.